Right, in this lesson we want to find the highest common factor and the lowest common multiple. So let's look at the first one. We have 24 and we have 32. Right, we want to find their lowest common multiple using factorization method. So when to use factorization method. So first of all, you have to find the prime factors. You have to write 24 as a product of its prime factors. Then again you write 32 as a product of its prime factors. Now we know prime numbers is 2 in prime numbers. Remember 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, just like that. So these are the numbers that you are only allowed to use because we wanted the prime factors, right? So a smaller prime factor that can go into 24 is 2, and it goes how many times? 12 times. Then the one that can a smaller prime number that can go into 12 now is 2 again, and it goes 6 times. Then another one is 2, and it goes how many times? It goes 3 times. So another prime number that can go into 3, a prime number that can go into 3 is 3. Then it goes how many times? 1. Once you get 1 at the end, means you are done. You can write now. It means we take this, we say it means 24 can be written as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3, and then 2 times 2 times 2, 2 multiplying itself 3 times is the same as 2 to the power 3 times 3. So 2 to the exponent 3 multiplied by 3. Right, now we look for prime factors of 32. A prime number that can go into 32 is 2. It goes how many times? 16 times. Another prime, a small prime number that can go into 16 is 2. It goes how many times? 8. Then again, it is 2 that can go into 8, then 4 times. Another one, it's 2 again. It goes how many times? 2 times. Then another one that can go into 2 again is 2. So you get 1. So now it means 32 can be written as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which will be the same as 2 to the exponent 5. Now if we want to find the lowest, we want to find the highest common factor, we look at the number that appears both sides. Our highest common factor is equals to, you look at the number that appears both sides. What is this number that appears both sides? It is 2. Now you take 2, and 2 has got its exponent, right? The 2 has got exponent 3 here, and the 2 has exponent 5 there. But you must take the lower exponent, the smallest exponent. You take the smallest exponent. So it is 2 to the power 3. 2 to the power 3, which is the same as what? 8 is the lowest common factor. Sorry, the highest common factor. Now we look at another one now. So I say we want to find the lowest common multiple. The lowest common multiple. And the lowest common multiple that we want to find is this. You look for a number that appears both sides on these numbers that I have just highlighted in blue. The lowest number that appears both sides is what? That appears here and that appears there is 2. And you also take its highest power, which is power of 5. Now again, you also include the number that is not repeating itself. So that is what? 3. And so that will be 96. So 96. Right, so the highest common factor was 8. The lowest common multiple is 96 for this. So you try the second one. Let's go. Right, we are going to look at 72 and 120. Prime number that can go into 72 is 2. It goes how many times? So it goes how many times? 36 times. 2 can also go into 36. It goes 18 times. And 2 into 18 is 9. A prime number that can go into 9 is 3. And it goes how many times? 3 times. Then a prime number that can go into 3 is 3. It goes how many times? Once. It goes once. Right? Now we look at 120, a number that can go a small prime number that can go into 120 is 2, and it goes how many times? 60. Then again 2, it goes how many times? 30. Again is 2, it goes how many times? 15. Now it is 3 that can go into 15. Goes how many times? It goes 5 times. The number that can go into 5 is 5. It goes how many times? Once. Now when we write 72, we can write 72 as 2 72 is equals to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 times 3 times 3, which is the same as 2 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 2, because 3 is appearing 2 times. Now 120 is a product of its prime numbers. It's going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. That is the same as 2 to the power 3. Is the same as 2 to the power 3 times 3 times 5. Now we want the highest common factor. For highest common factor, you are going to focus on these numbers. You're going to focus here where you've written it in exponential form. You look for a number that appears both sides. That is 2. Now what is you look at the smallest the smallest exponent of 2. So here the 2 is raised to the exponent 3, and even here is raised to the exponent 3. So the lowest exponent is exponent 3, right? So you write it 2 to the power 3. Now another number that is appearing both sides is 3. Write 3. Then you take the smaller exponent of 3. So 3 has got exponent 2, and this one has got exponent 1, because we can't see anything there. So it's exponent 1, invisible 1. So we take the exponent 1. Now therefore it means the highest common factor is 24. So the highest common factor is 24 for this one here. Okay. Right now we want to know the lowest common multiple. Looking for space. Okay, let me still write it here. Now when you want the lowest common multiple, first the number that appears both sides is 2. Then you take the highest power of 2, the highest exponent of 2. This is exponent 3, this is exponent 3. So just take exponent 3, no problem. Times the number that's repeating again is 3. But you must take the one with higher exponent. You must take the higher exponent. What is the higher exponent? Is 2. Then then you also take the number that is not appearing both sides, and that is 5. 5. So the answer is 360. So that is 360. Right. So that's what actually happens. Right, let's look at this one here. Find the highest and the lowest common factor between 3 numbers now. So you are going to write 12 as a product of its prime factors. Okay, yeah, this is 12, a number that can go into 12, and then here this is 144. And let me say this is 240. Okay, a number that can go, the smallest number that can go is 2 into 12, 6 times. Then again 2 can go into that, it goes 3 times. Then 3 into that, it goes how many times? Once. So actually 12 can be written as 2 to the exponent 2 times 3. Let me just say 2 times 2 times 3, which is the same as 2 to the exponent 3. To the exponent 3, right, times 3. It's not 2 to the exponent 3, sorry. Why 2 to the exponent 2, 2 to the exponent 2 times 3. Now a number 144, a number that can go into 144, so that is 72, it goes 72 times. Again it goes 36 times. Then it's 18, 2 can go into 18, then 9 times, then 3 can go there, it goes 3 times. Then the number that can go into 3 is 3 again, right? So 144 is equals to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And that is 2 to the power 4 times 3 to the power 2. Now you come to 240. 240, the product of its prime factors. Alright. Let me just squeeze everything there. 240. So a prime number that can go there is 2. It goes how many times? 120. Again into 120 it goes, then another number is still 2, it goes 30 times, then it's 15. Number that can go into 15 now is 3. It goes how many times? 5 times. Then number that can go into 5, and then is 5, it goes once. So this can be written as 240 let me wrap this part just to save space, just for me to put everything. Okay, so 240 is equals to 2 times 2 times 2. How many 2's do you have? 4 of them. Times 2, then times 3 times 5, which is 2 to the power 4 times 3 times 5. Right, now let's find our lowest common multiple. Right, our highest common factor. Our highest common factor, we look for a number that appears both sides. Okay, I look at this, I focus on this, I focus on this, and I focus on this. A number that appears both sides is 2. Now the lowest exponent of 2 is the exponent here. The exponent of 2 is 4. The exponent of 2 is 2. The exponent of 2 is 4 then. So I take the lowest exponent, that is exponent 2. Now a number that appears both sides again is 3. All of them that appears in all of them again is 3. It's 3. And yeah, no power, it's fine. I mean, it's powered 1. Yeah, it's 3 as it is. Okay, now this is the same as now what? 12. The highest common factor is 12 then. Right, now we want to find our lowest common multiple. So for lowest common multiple, you look for the number that appears both sides. So it's 2. Then you take the highest exponent, and the highest exponent of 2 is what? What is the highest exponent of 2? The highest exponent of 2 is 4. Right? Then another number that appears both sides is 3. And it has got no highest exponent. Oh, the highest exponent of 3 is 2. Now you also take the one that does not appear both sides, and that is 5. So this is our lowest common multiple, and that is this number there. Right, I want to look at this one here. Right, so (36) number, a prime number that can go into 36 is 2, and it goes 18 times. Divide again by 2, it's 9. A number that can go into 9 is 3. It goes 3 times. Then a number that can go into 3 is 3 once. Then the one for 54, it's 2. It goes how many times? 27 times. A prime number that can go into 37 is 3. Right, and it goes how many times? 9. Then 3 again can go into 9. It goes how many times? 3 times. Then a number that can go into 3 again is 3. Then for 81, let's look at 81. Right, the number that can go into 81 is a prime number that can go there is 3, and it goes 27 times. Number that can go into 27 is 3. It goes 9 times. Number that can go into 9 again is 3. It goes 3 times. Then the number that can go into 3 again, that is what is it? That is 1. It goes once, right? So now 36 can be written as 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, which is the same as 2 to the power 2 times 3 to the power 2. Now 54 can be written as 2 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is the same as 2 times 3 to the power 3. 81 is the same as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is the same as 3 to the power 4. Right, so now we focus on these numbers here. Focus on these numbers. Focus on these numbers here. Let's look at the highest common factor. For highest common factor, you take the number that appears both sides, all the 3. So it is 3. 3 is appearing here, there, and there, all of them. 3 is appearing in all the 3, right? So it's 3. Then you take the lowest power of 3. The lowest power of 3, right? This is 2 as an exponent of 3. This is exponent 3. This is exponent 3. No, sorry, exponent 4, exponent 3, exponent 2. So you choose the lowest exponent there, and the lowest exponent is 2. Now there is no other number that is appearing both sides, so meaning now their highest common factor is actually what? 9. Right, now for lowest common multiple, you look for a number that appears again in all the 3 of numbers, right? So it's 3 here, 3 there, 3 there, so power 3. But you take the highest exponent of 3. The highest exponent of 3 is 4 times. Now you take numbers that do not appear, that do not repeat. So that is what? 2 is not in all of them, so I write 2. So take 2. 2 is repeating, I see, but it's only repeating in the 2 of them. Okay, so I take 2. But when I take 2 now, you take its higher exponent. The higher exponent is 2. So we know that the exponent here, the exponent on the 2 is 1 here. The exponent on the 2 here is 2. So you take the higher exponent. And the higher exponent on the 2 is 2. When you compare these ones, when you're comparing them. Okay. So, yeah. So it is 2 to the exponent 2. Right. And the answer is 3, 2, 4.
So physical size. Well, don't panic. MAOKOMATICS is here for you. MAOKOMATICS is a trusted maths and physical science tutoring platform. We offer professional, affordable, and results-driven results. At MAOKOMATICS, we make learning simple and effective. Our expert tutors are trusted by thousands of learners and are committed to helping you succeed. We offer online lessons valid for 12 months so you can learn anytime, revise anytime, and succeed anytime. We have the following 2 options. First option, 1 subject and make a 650 once-off payment. Option 2, 2 subjects, only 950 once-off payment. Classes take place every Saturday and Sunday from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Don't wait until exams are around the corner. Invest in your future today. Register now. 064 702 1757.